Illustrator Polona draws her stories on cups. Her heroes, whom she draws directly onto porcelain in her signature comic strip style, come mostly from the world of literature and are accompanied with humorous quotes and stories.
A good story deserves a good cup of coffee. And coffee in turn tastes better when there's a juicy story to go with it. All this explains why Polona put her three great loves, literature, coffee and humor, directly onto her cups and plates. The poet Francie Prescieren recommends a good mood for bad times. Psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud found happiness in good coffee. Actor Clint Eastwood dares us to make his day. While Queen Victoria is not amused by any of it. Every character is spiced up with a bit of text and an irreverent biography.
I always make them look a bit witty, so to speak. Ivan Cankar, for instance, was not particularly witty or impish by nature. But since he was so intelligent, I think we should credit him with a sense of humour, and this has to be expressed.
Although she studied fashion illustration in Paris, it was only a few years ago that Pachnik became seriously involved with drawing. Inspired by mythology and Eastern ornamentation, she initially made tea towers and pillows featuring Slovenian decorative motifs. But in 2012, a visit to a shop filled with plain white cups turned her life upside down.
I felt a tingle in my fingertips because it seemed absolutely necessary to me that I take a few of these cups home, buy some black felt markers and start drawing. But that was all. I had no concepts, no ideas. It was all just itching at me until I did it.
The first cups were just hand-painted, one-of-a-kind objects. But today, her printed illustrations find company in many different places with works by other artists. With two new characters in mind, she is also getting ready to enter bookshops in Austria.
Why not use Empress Sissi and Emperor Franz Josef? They seem somehow logical choices. We all lived together in the same country after all, and Sissi with her tattoo is really quite alluring. She had the kind of features you feel speak of elegance. Meanwhile, Franz Josef had those brilliant moustaches, which in itself makes drawing him a real aesthetic pleasure.
The project she's proudest of is one she did in her favorite spot in Ljubljana. She decorated a window display and part of the interior of the city's largest bookstore with the faces of 15 Slovenian authors.
I'd wanted to do a window display for a long time. Here I could include my favorite authors, or those I think are most interesting. What's great is that I was given a completely free hand. They are splendid because they are life-size, and I love it that when you go past the display, you exchange glances with them. So I think I did a really good job here.
Polona has also begun illustrating poetry. She also feels that one day she will be writing too. But even now her characters, like a chatty group of friends outside of space and time, are already making our day for those many of us who love coffee, books and impish humor.